It's a beautiful day, and it's a great day for the Pueblo City County Library District and the Eastside community. My name is Frederick Quintana, and I'm the Vice President of the Pueblo City County Library Board of Trustees. It's my pleasure to get to welcome everybody today, but before I start with that, there's a few introductions I'd like to make. So we have with us today from the Friends of the Library Board, we have Ms. Caroline Parsley. And next to Ms. Parsley, we have Ms. Sims, Mary Sims, who is the President of the Friends Board. And a perfect segue into our Foundation Board. Mary's also a member of our Foundation Board. And along with Mary, we have Mr. Anthony Nunez, Ms. Joyce Vigil, Dr. Gary Parks. Not sure where Dr. Parks is. And Mr. Michael Vout. So a big welcome to our Foundation Board members. Oh, and Jim Stewart. I didn't forget you, Jim. I just had you in a different place. And I would also like to take a moment to welcome my fellow board members, starting on the far end with Ms. Lindell Guerreau, Jim Stewart, who is also a trustee, Dr. Phil Mancha, Mr. Roy Miltner, and as I said, I'm Frederick Quintana. So I just wanted to take a minute and just recognize that today, not only is it a great day for the Eastside community, and I think it's been a long-awaited day, it marks a really excited beginning, and it also marks an end. It marks an end to our design and planning phase, and the beginning of our construction phase, where we all wait in really excited anticipation to see this dream for the Eastside community finally become a reality. So a big round of applause for each of you. And I would be remiss if I didn't take at least a brief opportunity to recognize the employees of the City County Library who have worked diligently and minded every detail and stayed on task and kept this schedule going under the great leadership of our library director, John Walker. I don't know where John is. Oh, right behind me. So if I could have all of the library employees present to please at least stand up or wave your hand to be acknowledged. You've done a great deal of work. And so without further ado, because I'm sure I've talked too much already, I would like to introduce the choir from Risley Middle School, who have a couple of pieces that they would like to sing for us today.
Please rise and remove our hats. We have a flag over here from the national anthem. One, two.
Rush
pleasure to welcome to speak to you today, Ms. Eva Montoya.
They can't see me over there. Let me move up. Bienvenidos. Welcome. This is a historical moment for me because with a lot of help from a lot of people that have come for about 10 years, Anthony?
That's correct.
About 10 years that a lot of us have met to bring this to fruition. With all of you here as students and as teachers and as parents, this is a phenomenal undertaking by the East Side to put us on the map for our citizens and for all the people that have been involved, especially you, the students, who are our future leaders in Pueblo and in the country. You will be taking care of us as we get older. Hopefully you'll make good choices on your path of education. And my ladies, my girls, remember, you can be doctors, lawyers, whatever you want, and boys the same. Take a true path to education. It's number one. Also, two, I would like to introduce a brother of the person that's going to be the naming of our library. John, can I give him the name?
Yes.
The library will be named the Patrick A. Lucero Library on the East Side. Patrick grew up just a couple of blocks down from us here. He was killed in Vietnam at the age of 19, Mike, 19, and he will be the naming of our new library. Mike is one of Patrick's brothers, and he's here to represent the family. The Valdez family were neighbors of Patrick as he was growing up, and there's a lot of history there. I believe that his brother is Judge Bill Lucero. He's an advocate judge.
He's a judge for the Colorado Supreme Court, disciplinary judge for lawyers and judges.
Grew up here on the East Side, so we do have a lot of history. And you'll notice on my shirt, it says Pueblo's Historic East Side. So we have a lot of pride on the East Side, and I would like to thank each and every one of you for making this possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you very much. Speaking on behalf of the Library District, my name is John Walker, and it's my honor and privilege to be the Executive Director for the Library District. And I'm so pleased with the turnout today. Eva's heartfelt presentation, I think, goes for a lot of people who've been involved in this project. And as Anthony pointed out, this has been 10 years, at least 10 years coming. They say that good things come to those who wait. So the East Side really has waited long enough. And in my experience, it's been at least 10 years and probably longer. So many years of planning and work to get to this point. So today we celebrate. And, public libraries in general are popular destinations in our area, and I expect that this public library on Pueblo's East Side will be no different than any of our other libraries. When this new library opens to the public in about 1 year's time, we're going to have a place that focuses on lifelong learning, literacy, and a comfortable place for people to gather together to read, study, learn, and exchange ideas. I want to acknowledge just a few individuals here today who have done so much for this project. Of course, could we all appreciate Eva Montoya? Eva, our city councilwoman, really is truly a leader. Before Eva became city councilwoman, and she's been working on this prior to that time, on city council we had another advocate, Larry Atencio. I think Larry's here today. Larry, please, there's Larry right there. Another strong advocate for this library on the East Side and for education. Thank you very much. I'd also like to point out that I think we have some other representatives from the City Council, and the City Council has been very supportive of this project, and I want everyone here to know that. Steve Naraki, the President of City Council, I know I saw Steve back here. Ed Brown, also on City Council. Ed, would you wave your hand. There's Ed right there. Thank you very much. And Chris Kaufman. I see a Chris back in the back here. Chris is, our city council has been so supportive of this project. Just really, really proud and pleased for that support. It would not have happened without that support. You know, this library has been designed, and you'll see back behind Frederick here an image of the library. And I want to point out that the library was designed by someone who grew up on the East Side. And he's here with us today. He works in Denver now, Justin Martinez. Justin, there's Justin right there. Justin Martinez grew up on the East Side. He went to Risley. He knows this community so well, and I couldn't have been happier that he was selected to design this library. We also are really pleased that we are going to build this library with a local firm. A local company is going to build this library for us. And I think that's important. You know, we want the jobs here in Pueblo, and so in our small way, we're contributing to that. I want to recognize Ken West and the Houston construction team who will be building this library. So thank you very much, Ken. So the great news is that we're breaking ground today on a new library. And the library district has raised, and we have basically in the bank right now 98% of the money that we need to build this library. And that's it's a $2.2 million project, and so that's to build and equip the new facility. And of course, we're still working to top off the funding needed. So I'm asking today that you continue to do all that you can to support this new amenity in Pueblo. And now I'd like to ask Midori Clark, who's the Director of Community Relations and some other stuff, development for the Library District. She has an important message that she'd like to share. Midori?
Thank you so much, John. Well, John is right. We are very close to being done with our fundraising, but we still do need a few people to step forward to complete the funding for this project. I want to point out these brochures, which I believe are over on the buffet table. Hopefully you will pick one up. They contain information about how you can give to this project. There's a little sheet on the back. If you'd like to give today, we'd be happy to take your check or your cash or your credit card number. You can just fill this out and hand it to any one of the library employees who raise their hand when Frederick asks them to be recognized. We really hope that you will consider doing that today. Before we get into recognizing our donors, I'd like to recognize the most important people we have in our audience today. I understand that there were students who were specially selected, 2 from each of the classes at Parkview Elementary School, and they are here with us today. If you are a student or an educator from Parkview or Risley and you're not already standing up, please stand up so we can recognize you. This is not part of my written script, but I just have to tell you, seeing this makes every single minute that I spend on this project worthwhile. This is why we're here today. And thank you guys so much for being with us. You can sit down now. We hope that you will love your new library and that you will come visit us often. Many of you in the audience have invested in one or more of the 3 new libraries that's going to be built already. And at this time, I'd like to recognize those of you who have specifically given to this library project. I'd like to recognize at this time Doug Omens. Is he here? Great, thank you, Doug. And Angelina Sanchez. Is she here? We have been very blessed to have some very major grants that have been awarded to this project. And boy, these numbers just make me happy as a fundraising professional. First, I'd like to recognize from the Betcher Foundation, we have received a grant of $30,000. From the City of Pueblo's Community Development Block Grants, we've received $56,495. We just found out about this one fairly recently. The Gates Family Foundation in Denver, $85,000. And a great one that got us started, and I see Judge Mays here, if he could wave his hand, from the El Pomar Foundation, a grant of $100,000. And as John mentioned earlier, the city has been not only a wonderful partner for us on many things, but they've been a fantastic financial partner as well. To help procure this site, the city donated $109,564. But it takes private donations as well to get these projects fully funded. And at this time, I'd like to recognize our major donors, private individuals and businesses. The Waterfront on the Riverwalk, $500. Pueblo Community Health Center, which has been a great partner for us, and I believe the CEO is here today, $1,000. Oh, there you are. From Health Access Pueblo, $1,000. Oh, Laura's here too. Dr. Thomas Ottoby, $2,500. Diane Logie, $2,500. John and Stacy Walker, $2,500. And we're very pleased to recognize also Eddie and Netta DeRose, $25,000. Thank you. Something that is really special, too, that I always like to point out is that between our combined foundation and library boards, plus all of our employees, we have raised nearly $40,000 to add to the projects. And I see one that's missing from my list, looking at Caroline and also Mary, the Friends of the Library, major donor. Every dollar does count, so please consider helping us to get closer to our goal. We want to get to 100%. We really, really want that, and even 25 cents will help. Whatever you can give, we would love to have your gift and have you be part of the project. And at this time, I'd like to invite the trustees and the foundation board members to come up and get a shovel. And Jared, where are you? And Eva. Okay, ready.
Justin.
Gotta wait for the chieftain. We'll wait for you, John. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay. All right, keep digging for the photo.